And like Conley just said, that situation is so urgent that Governor Horry McMaster has issued a state of emergency and a burn ban. Nearly 200 wildfires, 163 to be exact, have broken out over the past few days in South Carolina, from Horry and Pickens counties to Berkeley County in the Lowcountry. And it's because of those dry conditions and high winds. Lauren Lennon joining us live right now from Berkeley County with the latest. And really, Lauren, this seems to be changing by the minute. What are fire officials telling you?
Yeah, Mel, and I spoke with Central Berkeley officials yesterday, and at that time yesterday, from Thursday/Friday, they had responded to 15 calls. Now, I'm joined with Colt Roy with Central Berkeley Fire and EMS. Now, Roy, you mentioned from our conversations earlier, that number has changed. Tell me a little bit about the latest updates in this area and what you guys have been hearing about and seeing and responding to.
So, countywide right now in Berkeley County, there are 8 reported wildland fires. All 8 have been contained or controlled. That's a testament to the men and the women that make up the many departments within Berkeley County and the strong work that they've put in, as well as the assistance we've received from the South Carolina Forestry Commission. Our department alone, Central Berkeley Fire and EMS, since the 28th or the 27th, has ran 22 now outdoor fire calls, brush fires, and wildland fires.
And now, when we spoke, this morning and yesterday, you mentioned this isn't necessarily out of the ordinary for this area. Talk to me a little bit about how these past couple of days kind of compare to previous years and what you've all seen in the past.
So this is our busy season for wildland fires. Every year it's the same thing. What we're seeing right now is very consistent with what we've seen before in years past in our local area. The call volume is very consistent with what we have seen. The conditions are a little bit worse than normal, and that's just due to the weather and the humidity and the rainfall. So we're keeping an eye on that as well.
And the one thing we've been talking about are kind of the orders coming down from the state level. We have the burn ban and we have the state of emergency from Governor Horry McMaster. Walk me through kind of what you're seeing and what you guys are kind of having to reiterate to residents when it comes to this burn ban and these orders.
Absolutely. And the biggest thing is that there are still people that don't know that we're under a burn ban and what that means. Outdoor, open flames, burning in fire pits, burn barrels, brush, weeds, leaves, sticks, tree stumps, all of that is not allowed right now. That is all illegal. Governor McMaster came out and said, if you do some burning and you cause a fire, you will go to jail. We're not playing around with it. We ask anybody that if they do see any kind of outdoor burning taking place to immediately call 911, because right now the conditions are so favorable where one small ember can turn into a large problem.
And before I let you go, I know you can't really necessarily predict the future of these conditions or the future of what you all will be seeing, but based off what you all have done in the past and kind of your experiences, how long can people expect these conditions to last, and even the conditions and the burn ban necessarily?
So that's all going to be dependent on the weather. Right now, low humidity, low precipitation, and the cold weather dropping the humidity down even further. That's just making things more unfavorable for us. Best case scenario, days, more than likely a week or 2 weeks before things get moistened back up.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Like Roy had mentioned, the South Carolina Forestry Commission has been monumental in helping with South Carolina with these fires. They are continuing to monitor the conditions here in South Carolina and have a live map on their website. News 4, we will be continuing to cover these conditions in our area as well and provide updates both on air and online. Back to you, Mel.